today I'm going to show you how to upcycle a milk carton, a plastic milk carton, into a planter. And here's some I made earlier. This one is a 2-litre carton, and he's Salvador Dali, the painter. And then I've got this fun one here, this lady with her lovely lashes. And this carton was already white, which was very handy. And here's a 1-litre one. This has got cat grass in it. Cats are supposed to love it. Mine's not interested, but never mind. I've planted cat grass in there. That's about 5 days old, and maybe 7 days old. I've lost track. It's locked down anyway. And I've put cat grass in here as well, so I'm expecting this to look quite similar. The only difference is, proportionally, is this one has a very big forehead. On my witch, I've chosen to cut a larger portion off because I want the hair to flop over, the green hair to flop over. In fact, I'm not going to put cat grass in here. All will be revealed. Let's get on with making. You will need your milk carton, acrylic paints, there's a spray sealant, possibly a marker pen, scissors. We love our scissors. String, hole punch, paper to doodle your design on. Okay, and soil and seeds or whatever. First of all, I know this is a different size, but I have botched up that many takes that I've had to go next door to my neighbour, shout over the fence and say, "Have you got any milk bottles?" And he's thrown this one over for me, which was very kind of him. What I would say now, I need to show you this, is when your top is on your bottle, don't try and stab it. No, instead, choose your line, mark it. Whoops a daisy. Don't know why I'm doing that, I'm left-handed. Right, choose your line, take off the top to relieve the pressure, give it a pinch, and then you can cut into it so much easier and get a neater line. So you cut the bottom off, leave that there, not too there, and you're left with that part. Now, holes and holes. Holes. I've already done this one before on about take number 14. Anyway, hole punch in, chunk, make the holes. Easier to do that now rather than when that's the bit, if you forget anything, it'll be that bit. Take some string. Thread it through. I would, rather than use a reef knot, you know, left over right, right over left, I would do, I think it's called a donkey hitch. 2 together, 1 single knot, and that is so strong. That's the first lot of holes done, and then the lid. For the lid, 5 holes. Now, please be careful. If you slip, it's going to go into your hand. So I know I'm safe on my kitchen table. Don't tell my husband John. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a mark on the table. There we go, and not a mark on my hand. We don't want to give our wonderful NHS any more to do. Now, your structure is ready. Can you see the nose? Look at this for a great place for eyebrows. You might have a mouth you might not on yours. On a piece of paper, if I were you, I would doodle first. You're going to put 2 coats of paint on this, of acrylic. But then you've got to think about your design, because whatever design you have will determine what colour you put. Here, I knew I wanted a regular face, so I wanted flesh. So that was a lot of white with a brush of red and 2 brushes of yellow. Made loads because I didn't want to have to make it twice. So that's for my Salvador Dali. Like I said, this one here came as a white bottle. Result, that just needed marker pen on top. This one here, 1 coat of green. On the second coat, I added yellow to the green to make it lighter where I wanted it to stand out, and blue to the green to make it look darker and recede away. I also thought that a little bit of yellow in the teeth and the eyes and a little wart on the nose might be effective. Show you each of those closely. Please don't fall over. There we go. Nice and simple. The children can do their own anyway, can't they? Okay. Design for the face. I thought this might help. If you see there, you've got these are my doodles beforehand. There is the handle. And here's a natural place for eyebrows, which you can play up. You can make them spiky, you can make them feathery. You can add the moustache. These are just curves, which are thicker at the end with the eyelashes and the lips at the bottom, a few little freckles. And a little tiny curve to just give a hint of the bottom of the nose. The witch, I thought, simple eyes. Let's do a V on its side with a big bulging edge. Another V on its side, big bulging edge. And a big fat letter C on its side tends to look like the iris of the eye with a little glint of white on the iris. So do a big letter C, a small letter C, and colour in between. You might want to do bloodshot eyes. Letter V, curve, curve, dot, dot, and red lines coming out. Or you might want to have hoopy eyes, where you have the cheek curving upwards and a big bulbous eye. And depending on whether you put the eyebrows as being like, that one looks happier. Whereas if you put on top of your, see my witch here, you can put them going, lines going down here, and it looks more sinister. You can really change the expression. So it's quite important that you have a little play around first. Once you have painted and you've put your design on, either these details were painted on with paint, this was drawn on with pen, then you'll need a spray of the varnish. That really does not weatherproof it, but it helps anyway. Now, when you're spraying that, don't be an eager beaver like me and go and do it outside and end up with a tacky handle, and that wasn't good. Here's what to do. If you've got an oven cleaning kit, these are brilliant. That, with your rubber glove, really does the trick, because then you can hold, totally cover up, and spray. If you haven't got one of those, handy tip. Kitchen roll, centre, sliced. That will do just as good a job in the garden if you can, because you don't want the residue to settle everywhere. Once it's been sprayed, you're ready to get planting, and the planting couldn't be easier. Three-quarters fill it with soil. I've actually got a bit of potting compost here. And I am not putting in seeds. These are the seeds I've used. The catgrass I have used for the other two, but a lovely Italian gentleman told me that I could grow my own garlic if I just planted the cloves, not the whole bulb. So I've got a couple of cloves here, and let that settle. I'm going to put flat end going down, pointy end going up, push it in. One's probably enough. Again, in there. Plants are resilient. If I can grow them, you can grow them. Cover them up with another 2.5 centimetres, I would say. Press it down as if you're tucking them into bed. Give them a little water. And mission accomplished. I hope you have as much fun as I have making these, because really done is better than perfect, and they're fun to do. You can't go wrong. Thank you. Bye for now.